gang, so I'm just getting ready to start my day. It is 2:36 a.m. in the morning. Hopefully you guys can see that. But real quick, before I get started, somebody on my last video was asking, or they want to know what floor loaded looks like. I told you guys in the previous video that my route has changed. It's no longer a palletized trailer, so my route is now floor loaded, and this is what that looks like. As you can see, the product is now on the floor and it's just stacked up on top of each other as opposed to being on a pallet. It may look like, you know, everything is just not organized and you can't tell what anything is. A lot of you guys ask questions like, man, how do you know what cases to pull? Each case has its own label with all the information that we need to know where it's supposed to go. Sometimes there is, you know, mistakes here and there. Labels may be on the wrong item or the wrong product. It could be for a different route. Mistakes happen, but you know, we have processes and procedures, excuse me, you know, to deal with those sort of issues. But listen, I'll tap back in with you guys a little bit later on. My first two stops are literally right next to each other, about 15 minutes down the road, and both stops are getting less than 100 cases, so that's gonna be pretty quick. And then we're gonna go on to the bigger stops that I have throughout the course of the day. I got a total of 5 stops today. That's what I'm gonna do. Y'all keep it locked. Your boy gotta get some fuel first before I do anything. Alright gang, so we done with the cooler and the dry. Now we get ready to start on this freezer, and as you can see, we got to get this side door action, man. So like I talked about in my previous video, I have to work out the side door a little bit more now, just because I don't have a palletized route. When I used to be able to just pull the pallets off from one side and go straight through the bulkhead door to the freezer, I'm not able to do that now, at least not through the first few stops of my route. So we got to get this side door action in, man. Let's get it. Alright gang, that's it for this stop. We getting ready to head to the next one, which is right down. It's like maybe 3 or 4 doors down. I won't record that stop. Again, they only getting less than 100 cases, so let's go ahead and get to it, man. Alright gang, so we are done with these first 2 stops. Light work, easy peasy. And yeah, now we going to the 3rd stop. It's about a 2-hour drive. You know, now we gonna get busy. We get into the, you know, the bigger accounts, the bigger customers. Let's go. All right gang, so we finally made it to the next stop. As you can see, we parked right here, getting ready to get this thing unloaded, but I'm a little bit behind from where I want to be. I ended up having to stop back by Love's to get more fuel. I think one of the pumps stopped pumping and I wasn't paying attention, and I looked at my my fuel gauge on the way here, and I'm like, half a tank. This thing's supposed to be full. So anyway, ended up having to stop back by another Love's to get more fuel. So kind of threw me behind a little bit, but it is what it is. We're gonna knock this stop out and get down the road, because I really want to get to my last stop before it get too crazy. I don't see anybody really going to this stop, even though they open at 10. I don't really see people going there basically for breakfast. They don't even sell breakfast. So, but yeah, I'm trying to get in and out of that parking lot before, you know, it get crazy. So let me knock this stop out. I'm probably not gonna record here, so you guys keep it locked, man. Let's go. All right, guys, so this is what our freezer is looking like right now, and this is where we're going into. All right, guys, so we are done with the freezer. Now we just got the dry and cooler, but I'm getting ready to have to move up a little bit. And let me show you guys why. So normally I would be working out of the side door, but let me show you. Can't work out the side door. We got product right here. This is actually product for my 4th and 5th stop, so we're not gonna be able to do that. So what I'm gonna do is just pull up a little bit, so we can just pull the ramp out of the back and then come out the back with the cooler and the dry. I honestly prefer coming out the back, but you know, depending on the stop and how you have to make your deliveries, a lot of times it makes more sense to come out the side. But you know, sometimes you may not be able to do that. So this is one of those times where I can't come out the side with everything. So yeah, man, we're gonna go ahead and pull up. It's not gonna take too much longer. We're gonna knock this thing out, man. And I got a confession to make too. I'm gonna fill y'all in on that in just a few. Keep it locked, let's get it. All right, so that's what we look like. I actually could have came back about 3 or 4 foot, because this is where we're going into. As you can see, I pulled up a little bit far, but I don't feel like moving it. I don't feel like moving it back. It is what it is. A few feet won't hurt me. But yeah, man, let's go ahead and get to it. Yo, this was actually perfect right here where the ramp is, just because of the momentum, which is something that I didn't factor in. I wasn't even thinking about it. So when I come down, I'm pretty much coming down right here where I need to be. You gotta love it, man. All right, gang, so we are done with that one. We head to the next stop. Gotta make a little wide turn right here, and I may have to back up a little bit. Oh, we got it. We got it. We good. All right, we head to the next one, man. It is 7:39 a.m. 7:39 a.m. We got 200 in some cases going into this next one. So, yeah, man. We're gonna knock them down. We're gonna knock them down. We don't do too much complaining over here, man. We just get it done. You guys gotta understand, man, that every day is not gonna be perfect. Certainly not perfect in the food service game. A lot of issues come up here and there. This job is not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, man, but things that are not in my control, like I said, man, I try not to stress over it. At the end of the day, you just got to get it done. So that's what it boiled down to, man. So anyway, guys, I'll tap back in when we get to the next stop. All right, guys, so this isn't what we wanted. Looks like there must be some sort of an accident down there. Oh man, I looked at Google Maps and you know it's some type of delay. It's not what we wanted, not what we wanted. So this is gonna put us behind a little bit. The stop is only 12 minutes away, but it's gonna take us a little bit longer to get there. As you can see, it looks like the traffic is moving a little bit, which is good. At least it's not at a complete standstill, but it's still gonna put us behind a little bit. And remember, we trying to get in and out of this last stop as quick as possible. Told y'all, man, it's one of them things you just never know what to expect, man. Never know what to expect. All right, so actually, this is a stop sign right here, so I gotta stop. All right, somebody let me in.
Continue on I-59 south for 4 miles.
All right, so it's actually not an accident. It's just the fact that they doing all this road construction. See, normally I'm already past all this, you know, a little bit earlier. So I never seen how congested it is at this time of the day. On Monday I got here, I think like right at 7 o'clock, somewhere around there, 6:45, 7 o'clock. And I didn't have to deal with any of this, but you know, I can already see now if I'm running behind around this time, this is what I have to look forward to. It is what it is. All right, we finally made it out of there. And our stop is right at this light, man. We're gonna make a left at this light. And we right there, so I'm ready to get this product off the trailer, man. Yo, this light right here and this turning lane turned so fast. Look at that. It was green for a few seconds, and it turned right back red. It's crazy. All right, guys, we finally finished up the last stop. It is 10:39. I want to show you guys this curb ramp real quick. This thing is amazing, man. I love this thing. I actually just bought this. We had one spare curb ramp left. A lot of curb ramps you get, when you go up the curb ramp, it'll move like up and down. This thing right here stays planted to the ground, as you can see how it's made. So it has this right here to keep from moving when you're going up the curb. So this thing, and it's lightweight, as you can see, it's like kind of, I don't know if it's fiberglass, plastic, something like that. But when you go up this thing, it doesn't budge. This thing is amazing. I paid 50 bucks for it. 50 bucks for it. I bought it off Amazon. So like I said, we only had one spare left at the yard, and that thing is trash. So I wasn't about to use that. I knew I had this stop right here, and I knew this stop was gonna require me to have a curb ramp. This is the only stop on my route where I need a curb ramp. So I ordered this thing on Monday to make sure it's gonna be here, because I didn't have this stop on Monday. I was supposed to, but I don't know, something happened with their order. They didn't get the order in. soon enough or whatever. But that's it, man. We getting ready to get up out of here. So let me show you guys what we got, how we gonna get up out of here. I'm gonna go out this way right here, kind of swing out. It's gonna be a little tight. See, it's kind of what we got. Tight parking lot. But we gonna swing out over here and then make a right, and then go out to this stop sign, man. So yeah, tight parking lot right here, man. This is one of those stops where, you know, it'd be nice to work it overnight. I suggested putting this stop on my second day and make it the last stop on my route, because I'm normally leaving my last stop on my second day around between 4:30 and 5 a.m. and I actually have to come in this area going back to the yard. So, you know, I suggested that to my manager, so we'll see. We may make an adjustment at some point, you know, if it becomes to be or if it becomes like an issue, like, you know, for example, if the trailer is late or something like that. We'll see. But if we were to do it like that, that'd be perfect. That way I can be in and out. This stop is about 15 minutes from my last stop on my second day, so it'll be perfect. I can get here around, you know, 5:15, 5:30 and be gone, you know what I'm saying, by, you know, a little after 6 o'clock or whatever the case may be, and be in and out, you know what I mean? So I don't know, we'll see. Just a thought. We may end up changing that, but we'll see what happens, man. So that's about it, man. I'm getting ready to head back to the yard. We got a 2-hour drive back. Listen, I appreciate you guys for tapping in, joining the channel. I almost forgot. I told you guys I had a confession for you. So if I'm being honest, I have to confess that the floor loaded setup, I think I like it a lot better than the palletized trailer. It's a lot easier to identify your cases because you have all your numbers. You guys that are in food service, you know what I'm talking about. So each case, like I mentioned early on in the beginning of this video, I think, each case has a stop number by it. So with it being floor loaded and all the labels facing you, you can see all your numbers, you know what I mean, on all your product, freezer, cooler, dry, all of that. It's just all in front of you. So you don't have to worry about going around a pallet trying to figure out, you know, which case belongs to what stop. You guys know if you got a palletized route, sometimes the cases may be turned upside down, sideways, or what have you, depending on how they have the labels and all that type of stuff. I like the floor loaded setup a lot better. That's my confession, man. Today went pretty smooth for the most part. My last stop was the only stop where I had to make an adjustment because I wasn't able to get in the parking lot how I wanted to get in the parking lot. Luckily, I had this trailer with the double doors on both sides. This is one of the new trailers. Other than that though, everything went pretty smooth, man. Went pretty smooth today. And yeah, I'm really digging the floor load. And once again, shout out to the warehouse, the selectors. You guys did another good job of loading my truck, load my trailer, man. Like, you know, I gotta get credit when credit is due. Now, when you guys screw up, I gotta point that out too. But this week right here been a pretty good week as far as my trailer being loaded. Load bars secured, no load bars falling over, no stacks falling over, none of that. The load been pretty good, so I gotta give credit when credit due. All right, that's it, man. That's all I got for you guys.